On the Professional Edge, my name's Todd, tax attorney, CPA, and certified financial planner. We're talking about making small moves to get big results. So how else can we do this? Getting big results for ourselves financially, tax-wise, and liability protection-wise. So another small move that we might want to do is start a business. So when we start this business, what we are actually doing is taking our non-deductible personal expenses and converting them and moving them into our deductible side. Again, you got to have a valid business purpose. With that, the IRS defines that as, do you have the intent to make a profit? It doesn't say that you are going to actually make a profit. So you have a profit motive. You have a business card. You might have a cell phone. You might have a website. You may have one of those cash carts that would process your credit card payments. So that in mind, then you need a laptop computer to operate this business. You may even need a better picture with an iPhone. And yes, if there is a valid business purpose, you need quality pictures to put your products. And the one we were talking about is a painter. They put an easel. They buy paintbrushes, supplies, canvas, different mediums to make their art with. So with that in mind, then these become valid business expenses, no longer a hobby, because we only deduct hobby expenses up to hobby income. We can't generate a loss via a hobby. And you say, wait a minute, I don't want to be in business to generate a loss. I understand that, but you're actually spending these dollars anyway, and they're not deductible. So if we move this over and have the intent to make a profit, this same expenditures that you were spending that you were not getting a tax deduction, if there's a valid business purpose, then we can actually move those to a deductible expense on your tax return. So again, we're making small moves to get big results, and there's not just one move that you do to get these big results. It's doing the smaller things consistently, and you're doing a lot of small things that will end up generating a big result. So when we move those tax deductible we move personal expenses over to tax deductible expenses, we could use the business portion of your cell phone for the telephone line for the business. Now, you might not want to have your own independent telephone to carry around a second iPhone. So therefore, you use your regular cell phone number and you have it go to business voicemail. And therefore, the percentage that you use that for a business, you can deduct that percentage of your phone bill off of your taxes. These are all valid things that you can do. And if you like sort of this planning concept and you want to sit down and have a personal, confidential conversation, then you can always give our office a call at 877-654-9798. That number again, 877-654-9798. Be sure to go to EMC, that is Echo Mary Charlie, thebundle.com. Check out what we also offer via estate management counselors. Again, that web address is EMC, Echo Mary Charlie, thebundle.com. So back to small moves that make these big results. So we're taking a percentage of our personal cell phone bill that is used for business purposes and deducting that. What about your miles going to and from the supply store that you are going to get your easel and canvas and other mediums? Could be a potter. You could do ceramics. You can do a lot of things. So when you're traveling to and from these places, you are also entitled to a business mileage deduction. That's where you get a business mileage log and you queue it in for travel to get supplies, because your principal place of business is your home. Each time you leave your home, then you just get to track those miles, and it's almost close to 60 cents a mile. So if you travel 1,000 miles, that's a $600 deduction. So think about that, how easy it is for you to travel 1,000 miles for your business purpose, and therefore you get to write off $600. Now, most individual cell phones are $100 a month. So if we use that half for our business, then we would get another $600 deduction on our tax return. And when I say deduction, yes, these are actually going to reduce your taxable income. There's no phase out, nothing, no itemized versus standard. These are all on the front side of that 1040 tax return. So just in these two little examples, the $600 for your business mileage and then the $600 for your cell phone, that's $1,200. And those are two small moves that we look to get big results. And with that $1,200, roughly that 20% marginal bracket that we talk about from time to time, just for discussion purposes, because I can do the math while I'm sitting here doing this show. So we have $1,200, 20% of that's $240. You say, wow, see, now I'm going to go through all this for $240. Well, those are just two items that we're touching on during this show. There are multiple more items. There are fringe benefits that you can do. I mean, a lot of individuals are not able to deduct any of their health insurance. Well, as a business owner, you get a deduction for your health insurance straight off the top. Now, can it generate a loss? The answer is no, but we get a deduction for that up until the point of a loss. But your other valid business expenses could generate that loss. So again, these are these small moves that are generating these big results. So back to the $600 of travel or business miles and $600 of cell phone. That's $2,400 of expense and 20% bracket. You're saving $240 in taxes. So again, $240, you say, that's not enough. But think about this. Each month, I give you a brand new crisp $20 bill. That, for a lot of us, it's not the game changer, but $20 per month, that helps fill up the vehicle with gas. So again, it's making these small moves to get these big results. And what if we were able to take your health insurance that you pay and you start a business, you're pretty fortunate, and you start getting some sales, and let's say you hit $20,000 or $30,000 in sales, and you're paying $1,500 a month in insurance because you're self-employed now. Or you left your employment and you've started this side hustle and you begin working again. And for some reason, this smaller employer doesn't have health benefits, not to the extent that they should or what you carry. So therefore, you supplement the cost of your insurance with better insurance. Well, this side business will allow you to deduct 100% of those health insurance premiums that you're paying. That's a pretty good benefit for you, the worker, who is now not having a hobby but has a sole proprietorship, a business, and that way you can reduce your taxes again that way. So again, these are small moves to get that big result. And being a tax attorney, a CPA, and as a certified financial planner, this is how we work with clients at estate management counselors. It's not just the management of their portfolio. It is the observation and recommendation of making these small changes to protect our clients. Yes, this is the level of counsel and advice that estate management counselors' clients get. So we're always looking to make that small move to get that overall big result. So again, to start that conversation, you can give our office a call at 877-654-9798. That number again, 877-654-9798. So what's the next small move that you can do to get that big result? Well, that small move is to start your planning. And what I mean by that is start your financial planning. There's a reason why the rich and wealthy have advisors, because those advisors are up to speed on the latest, greatest changes in the tax code, and also the planning opportunities, the available investments that are coming forth, and they are also knowledgeable about the investments to stay away from. So with that in mind, you, as an individual, you have to make this small move that's engage the services of a professional. And you say, well, that would be expensive. Well, it might be even more expensive not to have a professional, and again, work with a fee-based advisor, because they are under a fiduciary duty by law to act in the client's best interest. So with that in mind, then they have to purvey the best interest for the client, counsel and advice. So again, having this small move of building that relationship with that ongoing professional, so that way if something happens to you, and I'm mainly talking to men that are listening on the professional edge, who's going to take care of the misses and manage the portfolio, manage the rental properties, who's going to do or assist the misses with all of that when you pass away. Now, we all know we're all going to pass away, so what small move can you do to get a big result? Well, I will tell you, if the estate is probated, then there's lead companies which go down and pull who has passed and who the beneficiary is, because all that information has to be on the public display of documents. So again, you are then leaving your surviving spouse to the claims of those list brokers, and therefore they would have to be able to understand what they should and should not do. Now, a lot of women know, it's just the nature of what we've been through, that they commonly do not have working relationships with financial professionals. So the neighbor or best friend is going to recommend somebody, and you don't know who that person is. So again, establish the ongoing working relationship now. Get familiar with who that individual is, how they work, how they operate, and they get paid a fee, but the value that they add, making these small moves to get these big results, it more than pays for itself. So again, to start that conversation, give our office a call at 877-654-9798. That number again, 877-654-9798. So we have this small move to get big results. That's the engagement of a professional. What I mean by professional is ask the credentials of the individual you're thinking about working with. Are they a tax attorney? What is their undergraduate degree? What is their client retention ratio? Have you had any U4 violations? What is your record with the Securities and Exchange Commission? Yes, you as a potential client have all the rights and responsibilities to be able to ask that of your advisor. Again, that's a small move to get a big result. My name's Todd, tax attorney, CPA, and certified financial planner, and I appreciate you listening to The Professional Edge.
With today's financial markets, are you getting the personal and professional attention you and your money deserve? Clients of estate management counselors benefit from having one set of professionals advise them on their tax, estate planning, and investment advice. We call that the professional edge. Todd is a tax attorney, CPA, and certified financial planner. With over 15 years' experience, he welcomes the opportunity to assist you in preparing for retirement, implement effective tax planning strategies, and to help you properly plan your estate. His radio show, The Professional Edge, is aired weekly on Sundays at 9 a.m. If you're interested in meeting with call his office at 877-654-9798. That's 877-654-9798. Do you want to feel more confident about making the right investment, tax, and estate planning decisions? Today, these decisions are more complex than ever. Have you thought about working with a professional advisor and not sure who to turn to? Not sure what qualifies one to be an advisor? Todd is more than qualified as a tax attorney, CPA, and certified financial planner. Is with Estate Management Counselors. Estate Management Counselors operates as an independent fee-only investment advisory firm. They're dedicated to gaining a personal understanding of their clients' objectives and implementing professional counsel and advice to achieve those objectives. So take a second to talk with Todd to learn how you can benefit from their multidisciplinary practice, where they coordinate their clients' legal, tax, and investment strategies into one comprehensive and integrated plan to enhance and protect their clients' financial financial security. You can reach estate management counselors and speak with Scene Todd by calling 1-877-654-9798. That's 1-877-654-9798.